Okay, this video is going to talk about taxes for Social Security and Medicare. And they're not too hard to figure out. Social Security has a little bit of a hitch in it. Medicare is pretty straightforward. But Social Security tax is always at a rate of 6.2%. So on your paycheck, if you ever look, you'll see that Social Security is a certain amount. It's always 6.2% of your gross that you made for that pay period. And so it's kind of a straightforward process. You're going to take your 6.2% times your gross for that pay period. So let's just say that we have a $2,200 gross. So that means that the rate, 6.2%, is going to be put in as 0.062 because we have to put it in as a decimal. And when we multiply those, the Social Security tax will come out to $136.40. So pretty straightforward. That's what would be subtracted for your paycheck from your paycheck for Social Security. But Social Security isn't always taken out. If you make a lot of money, Social Security stops being taken out at the time that you start making, or that you make over $118,500. So that's what it means here with a cap of $118,500. So how do we figure this out? Well, we have to know the cumulative earnings to that point. And so in a situation with Social Security, they'll always give you the cumulative earnings. So let's just say in this example, now if the cumulative earnings are not anywhere close to this number, you don't have to worry about it. Everything gets taxed. But if it says that the cumulative earnings are, let's say in this case, $117,000, that means up to this pay period, this person has earned $117,000. That means that let's say they're going to get paid $2,200 again. Of that $2,200, only part of it is taxed, because $2,200 plus $117,000 is going to put you over that cap. So the way that you figure this out is you take, if it's close, take the cap amount and subtract the cumulative earnings. And that will give you your taxable money. So the cap amount here, $118,500, and this amount changes depending on the year, but let's just go with $118,500 for now, minus our cumulative gross, which is $117,000, and that gives you $1,500. Now, what that means is $1,500 of your $2,200 is going to be taxed, which means the rest of it is not going to experience a Social Security tax. So when you go to figure this out, you're not going to take the full $2,200 times 0.062 if it's close to the cap. You're only going to take that taxable money. So you take 1,500 times 0.062 instead of the whole amount, and that would come out to $93. All right, so most of the time, most people don't make over $118,000, so that means that they're always going to pay Social Security. For people who do make over $118,500, they will have a point in their year where they stop paying Social Security tax. Okay, so on the next check after this one, their Social Security tax would be zero, because they have already reached the cap and there's nothing more to pay. All right, now with Social Security, we also tend to talk about Medicare because they tend to go hand in hand. And Medicare is always a 1.45% tax with no cap. So that whole mess that we just had to deal with Social Security, we don't have to with Medicare. And it's basically just, you're going to turn that 1.45% into 0.0145, because again, as a decimal, move that decimal point over 2 places, times the gross for the paycheck. So that means that 0.0145, and if I stick with that $2,200 gross that was made with that person before, that comes out to $31 Actually 31.9, but if we add the zero, $31.90. And that's always going to be the same. Medicare, there's no cap again, so it's just a pretty straightforward multiplication.